Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Skull Zone. My name is Chuck, and today we are going to be doing the first 2025 NFL Power Rankings video. So with this series, I'm going to be doing one before the draft, which is this video right here, and then we'll be doing a post-draft, a June 1st one, preseason, postseason, start of the season, and then a week one, so it's like after week one, and then we'll keep doing throughout the whole week of the season. If you guys enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe. Next week, we will be doing my final 2025 draft, mock draft. And then after that, we will be doing a first 2026 mock draft. That will just be something for fun, just to see what happens. I really don't know much about this draft, but I'm going to be looking up, watching players, like highlights and stuff like that, and just learn about them. Also, what do you guys think about Nico Lamavalala? I don't know how to say his name. Leva, I don't know. Well, however you say his name, but what do you think about Nico, like, holding out so he gets more money, and now he got cut from the team? But I don't know. I don't know what team he's going to go to, because he's probably asking for $2 million as a college quarterback. Like, that's crazy. Let's start. So 32, all the way to 1, straight into it. Starting at 32, I got the one with the number 1 overall pick, the Tennessee Titans. Just not much I like with the Titans. You know, Tony Pollard, he's okay. I like Calvin Ridley. I think he's going to be a good number 2. Let's just hope that they draft a new receiver, because they definitely need one. At least if they don't draft one in the first round, there's not much to really draft. So second round, obviously, I think they should go receiver. But, I mean, on defense is not really anyone I really like. I mean, Jeffrey Simmons is cool. I mean, I like T'Vondre Sweat. They have T'Vondre Sweat, Jeffrey Simmons, and L'Jarius Sneed. That's the only players that are, like, worth watching. The only players who are okay. The rest on defense suck. So there's a lot of positions that they could use. You know, obviously they got Will Levis, a quarterback, who is not a very good quarterback at all. Tony Pollard, he's a good number 2, but I mean, he did good this year. Calvin Ridley, I said already. Treylon Burks sucks. Van Jefferson's probably a good wide receiver 3 in my opinion. Chig Okonkwo is not bad. Not good, not bad. They spent a lot of money on Dan Moore. Peter Skoronski, he'll get better. It's his 3rd year coming in. Don't even know who Lloyd Cushenberry is. I've heard of him, but I don't know who he is. Kevin Zeitler, I've heard of him. And J.C. Latham, who was their first round pick last year. I think they can get a good offensive lineman, maybe. But, I mean, Will Levis is a good backup, but he's not really a good starting quarterback. But yeah, so that's it for the Tennessee Titans. At number 31, I got the New Orleans Saints. The Saints they're interesting. Right now, they got Derek Carr as a starting quarterback and Spencer Rattler. I think that's a good 1 and 2 quarterback, but obviously they need a better quarterback. But now Derek Carr apparently just got hurt somehow. I don't know how, but looks like he might not even play next season. So with their first overall pick, they should draft Shedeur Sanders. In my opinion, if he falls to them, they got to go him. Otherwise, they're screwed this season and the season's over. I mean, unless Spencer Rattler comes out of nowhere and plays amazing, which I doubt. And then obviously they got Alvin Kamara at running back. They got Chris Olave, who he has injury concerns all the time. You never know if he's healthy or not. He just gets another concussion. He's like Tua, turn the ball over as a receiver. And then Brandon Cooks, I like him. I think he's good. Rashid Shaheed's a good running back. Juwan Johnson. They got the first round pick to Talise Fuaga, and they do got Eric McCoy. And then on defense, they got a bunch of old people like Cam Jordan, Demario Davis. Chase Young is nice. He's not old, but Chase Young, Kool-Aid McKinstry, those are some nice younger players. They got Justin Reed, Tyrann Mathieu, who, again, old player. So realistically, they should trade those guys. They really want to restart, but it seems like they want to win now. If they want to do that, they got to draft Shedeur. Shedeur is a quarterback who is ready to be now. He's not a developmental quarterback. He's a quarterback who's ready right now. So if they do not draft Shedeur, well, then they're just, I don't know what they're doing. Are they going to trust Spencer Rattler? I mean, I think Kellen Moore is going to be a good coach. You just got to see it happen in the league. At number 30, I got the Cleveland Browns. Now, with the Browns, they're weird. I think if they have good quarterback play, or at least decent quarterback play, with another receiver, I think they could be a pretty good team. So right now, quarterback, they got Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, and Kenny Pickett. Joe Flacco's good. Deshaun Watson, he's bad. And Kenny Pickett. Then at running back, right now they have Jerome Ford. Nick Chubb is not signed back with the team. I don't even know where he's going to go. But yeah, right now he's nowhere to be found. I don't think anyone's even heard anything about him. But so right now looks like they're going with Jerome Ford. I think they should draft him in the 2nd round and then draft a quarterback in the 3rd round to learn behind Flacco. Then wide receiver 1 is a really good receiver, in my opinion, Jerry Jeudy. He had I believe he had 2 games with over 200 yards, or one with almost 200 and one with 200, which is crazy. Then they have Cedric Tillman, who's not bad. And then Michael Woods at wide receiver 3. Not very good. Then they have David Njoku, who's a good tight end. They got Joe Bettino, Wyatt Teller, Jack Conklin. They did pick up Tevin Jenkins. Doesn't look like he's a starter on the depth chart, so I don't know. Then on defense, they obviously got Myles Garrett. They got JOK, Hicks, Ward, Delpit, Greg Newsome. Like, defensively, they're really good. And if they draft Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, their defense is set to be top 5. And the Browns' offense just depends on how Joe Flacco plays. And if Joe Flacco can't play well, then they got to get running back play. And if their running back is not good, if they start Jerome Ford, then they're just going to be terrible again. At number 29, I got the Carolina Panthers. A lot of people are very high on the Panthers. I mean, it really depends on how they do in the draft. But as of right now, I don't see how this team can win more than 6 games. I mean, Bryce Young, I like him. I think he will still have a good season. Then running back 1 and 2, they got Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle. Pretty good 1 and 2 punch. Wide receiver 1, Adam Thielen. Wide receiver 2, Xavier Legette. Wide receiver 3, Jalen Coker. I think Legette and Coker will step up and have the season that they're supposed to. And for some reason, they decided to get a college basketball player as a tight end. I don't know why. College basketball has nothing to do with the NFL. Like, I thought you have to go to college football to even be in the NFL. But I guess not. I guess you could just be a random stranger and just get drafted, or not even drafted, picked up. Then their offensive line is mediocre. They got Robert Hunt, Kim Nwanu. On defense, I think there's some good players like Derek Brown, Davion Clowney, Michael Jackson, and then J.C. Horn, of course. So I think they have decent defense, and I think it definitely needs to be better. I mean, they got players like Pat Jones, Caleb Evans. I like Pat Jones as a Vikings fan. I was really disappointed we didn't re-sign him, but I understood too. And then Caleb Evans, I didn't even know he was on this team until just now. But yeah, I mean, they got some good pieces, but I mean, I think it really depends on how good their draft is. Their draft has to be really good. At number 28, I got the New York Jets. The Jets are, how much did you say, mid? No, but for real, I don't know about the Jets. I mean, first off, we have a first-year head coach who was the defensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions, Aaron Glenn. We have a quarterback who has played well with his last stint in Pittsburgh until he got benched. Don't know why he got benched, but I mean, I thought he did pretty good. And I thought he could have been their franchise guy, but I guess they don't want him. So maybe Justin Fields could be the franchise guy of the Jets. I hope so. As a Vikings fan, I want him to succeed. I saw him in Chicago. I mean, he's always been underrated. He's overhated. Last year, I said the Vikings should sign Justin Fields. I mean, that's back when I didn't know anything about football, really. I watched one season, didn't know anything about the draft or anything. But so we got Justin Fields on the Jets as their quarterback. We got Breece Hall. Apparently there's allegations. Apparently there's rumors that Breece Hall's going to get traded so they can draft Ashton Genty. I don't see that happening. I think Breece Hall's going to stay. I like Braylon Allen a lot. Obviously, they got my boy Kene Nkwonkwo. Sorry if I said his name wrong, but I liked watching him in Minnesota. Garrett Wilson is a really good receiver. They got Alan Lazard and Tyler Johnson. Don't know who that is. They did get Josh Reynolds. I like him. Malachi Corley could have a second-year breakout, maybe. And then on defense, they don't have any tight ends or anything like that, but they do have Olu Fashanu. I think he could have a better year next year. And then on defense, that's where they're good, especially because they have a defensive coordinator as their head coach now. He can make their defense better. We got Will McDonald, we got Quentin Williams, Jermaine Johnson. I did not even know he was on that team. But we got Quincy Williams, obviously my boy Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter. I mean, they have pretty good players on defense now. They could probably draft a couple more players. Obviously, I think they should work on their O-line, though, to keep Justin Fields alive, because he's not going to do anything if he doesn't get better, if he doesn't have a better O-line. Number 27, I got the Indianapolis Colts. Now, the Colts are just a very mediocre team, and they always will be. Obviously, I don't fully believe that, but I don't know. So, Anthony Richardson coming into his 3rd year. Technically, he only played a full 1 year based on how many games he's played this season. And obviously, he's a developmental quarterback, and people knew that, drafting him. So, I don't think they should give up on him, but if he does get given up on, another team will pick him up, like the Steelers or something like that. Sorry, I have a friend who wants Anthony Richardson on the Steelers. I don't know, but he's a Steelers fan. I think with Anthony Richardson having some real competition, obviously, saying that is weird, but I do think Daniel Jones is some real competition in terms of him. Like, Daniel Jones is better than Anthony Richardson. Obviously, Anthony Richardson's the better athlete. He's one of the best athletes in the league right now. He just can't throw. I don't know. Anthony Richardson's, he's weird. But I believe in him. I fully do. I think this year could be a breakout year for him, and he could play like a good quarterback for once. But yeah, so Anthony Richardson at quarterback. We obviously got one of my favorite running backs in the league, JT, Jonathan Taylor. I did not even know they had Khalil Herbert until looking at this depth chart. But yeah, they have Khalil Herbert as the back number 2. And then Michael Pittman Jr., Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, all really good options. Adonai Mitchell, I do like him. They don't have a tight end. They did re-sign Mo Alley Cox. I don't know if he's going to do anything important at all. Their O-line, they lost their center and right guard, but I don't think it's bad. Obviously, Quentin Nelson is one of the greatest guards in the league right now. They got Kwity Paye, Laiatu Latu, Grover Stewart, who he crushed us. I'm not going to lie. Like, he got 2 back-to-back sacks on the Vikings, I believe, last. And I like DeForest Buckner a lot. Zaire Franklin, Travarius Ward, Nick Cross, Cam Bynum. Like, they got some really good pieces, especially on defense. They got one of the best running backs in the league, underrated wide receiver in Pittman. They got some good wide receiver 2 and 3s. Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. They got a good wide receiver 4, Adonai Mitchell. Like, they got the pieces. If they draft Tyler Warren or the other corner, if they draft Tyler Warren, like, there's no way Anthony Richardson wouldn't succeed. And if he doesn't, that's all on him. Okay, now I'm taking a lot of more time than I should, but next up, I got the 26, I got the New York Giants, who just got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. So now they are good to pick BPA and not just force Shedeur Sanders. They could get Travis Hunter if he falls, or Abdul Carter. I feel like Travis Hunter is a better fit for them, and obviously Abdul Carter is a better player, but they don't really need edge unless they're going to give up on Thibodeau, which I don't think they should, but if Abdul Carter's there, you'd be an idiot to pass on him. So, I mean, they got some really good pieces on defense. They added Javon Holland. They're the better New Jersey team. Obviously, Buffalo is way better than them, but I think Russell Wilson could bring them to like a 7-win season. Maybe a playoff berth. I doubt it, though. I just don't see it. But we got to see how Russell Wilson does. I mean, he does have Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is going to try to go off this season, especially with the death of his friend. Rest in peace, Kyron Lacey. But yeah, I think he's going to have a better year next year, which is crazy to say because he had a really good season for his rookie year. I mean, I have his jersey, so I fully believe in Malik Neighbors. I think he's going to be really good. I like him a lot. At number 25, I have the Raiders. The Raiders are pretty much the definition of mid. I mean, they got really good players like Brock Bowers, Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins. They just added Jeremy Chin to their safety core. They did lose Nate Hobbs, but I don't think that's really going to be much of an issue on them. I think Geno Smith could bring them to a playoff berth. I think it's possible, especially if they draft Ashton Genty. I think if they draft Ashton Genty or Titro and McMillan, they're going to be set anyway. But if Ashton Genty is gone, like if hypothetically the Bears or Cowboys do trade up to get Ashton Genty before the Raiders, it's hard for them to pass on Tedero McMillan if he's available. But I think if Ashton Genty's there and they pass on him, they're just going to be mid for the rest of their career because that's a stupid thing. At number 24, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I do think Trevor Lawrence has a chance to break out and become that $40 million a year quarterback that, he got like 45 million, almost 50 million, 45 million a year or something like that. That's a lot of money. He's one of the highest paid quarterbacks right now, and he's the most highest paid quarterback right now. So let's see how he does. I mean, he has BTJ right now, and BTJ proved that he's a great player. He just had 1,500 with Mac Jones as his quarterback. Mac Jones. If he was able to get 1,500 yards with a mid T-Law and Mac Jones, like imagine what he's going to do with a better quarterback. Not necessarily crapping on Trevor Lawrence, but this is like his last straw for me. If he doesn't play well this year, say I'm out on him. Other people might still believe in him. Liam Cohen doesn't necessarily have to believe in him the rest of the time. If he stays for another year, he might draft a quarterback if he's like in the first overall pick or something like that, and there's a really, really good quarterback there, like Nico Lama, whatever his name is. I mean, it's hard to pass on him with, I don't know. We have a new coach and everything, so let's see what the Jaguars can do this year. I think it's a win if they win 9 games, and then you have a chance. And if T-Law throws for over 4,000 yards and 28 touchdowns and less than 13 picks, then I'm like, okay, he's good. He's back. Next at 23, I got the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are a weird team. Obviously, we got Michael Penix with his first full season. We got to see how he does. I don't even know what's going on with Kirk Cousins. Is he going to stay? Is he going to get traded to the Titans, to the Saints? That would be the most safe move ever if he gets traded to the Saints. I know obviously they don't have the money, but I think that would be funny. But Kirk Cousins is probably going to be the most expensive backup in the league, sitting behind Michael Penix. I think Michael Penix could have a good year next year. His connection with Drake London was actually pretty good. Kyle Pitts has his final season to prove himself as a good tight end in the league, because he has not done that yet. He was a first-round pick, and he has not even had an over 800-yard season, I believe. I don't know. Then we got the Dolphins at 22. I don't know. Their defense is so bad. They lost Javon Holland. They lost their tackle. I forget his name. There's not much that they have. I mean, they lost Raheem Morris. They lost Raheem Mostert. I mean, hopefully Tua bounces back from last year. Obviously he got hurt, but hopefully he performs better. Tyreek Hill, he had a down year this year. Jalen Waddle had a down year this year. Jonnu Smith had a good season. He was probably their leading receiver, if I'm mistaken. I doubt it, but most likely. I could be wrong. But, I mean, their defense just lost a lot. I mean, I know it's just Javon Holland that they really lost. But, they don't have much. Besides Tyreek Hill, Devon Achane, he's really good. But, their O-line is really bad. Their secondary is bad. The only one they really have in the secondary is very, very old Jalen Ramsey. They probably might even be the last in their division, with the Jets and Patriots both there. But, I mean, I think they're better than the Jets right now. But that would definitely change if the Dolphins don't have a good draft. 21, I got the Green Bay Packers. A lot of people are still high on them. They don't have a receiving core they don't have a wide receiver that I fully trust. I thought Jaden Reed at the beginning of the season was looking like a wide receiver one. I was like, oh crap, this guy's good. Now I'm actually nervous. But then he just slowed down, and then he just became a wide receiver two. And they have 4 wide receiver twos right now. They need to draft if they get Emeka Egbuka or Matthew Golden or Luther Burden, then I'm like, oh crap. Now they might actually have a good team. Jordan Love is a good quarterback. I'm not going to put anything against him. None of it's his fault that his receivers aren't that good. They're just super mid. Number 20, I got the Dallas Cowboys. This really depends on how Dak Prescott does. They did lose DeMarcus Lawrence to the Broncos. They did lose DeMarcus Lawrence to the Seahawks. I mean, they obviously got CeeDee Lamb still. They, for some reason, got Javonte Williams. That's not going to do anything for them. They really think that that's going to do something. He has not had a good season. He's not had a good career. He was expected to be good. He's been mid. They have no good wide receiver, too. They lost Brandon Cooks. They did re-sign Kevontae Turpin. I think that's his name. But besides that, I mean, their offense is not that good. Their O-line's bad. Their best offensive lineman just retired. Is that Zach Martin? Besides Micah Parsons, who they haven't even re-signed yet. I mean, he still has one more year. But I don't know. If they don't sign him fast, obviously, last year we were like, oh, they're not going to re-sign Dak. They're not going to re-sign CeeDee Lamb. They're not going to re-sign Micah. And then right before the season started, they signed Dak and CeeDee Lamb. So, they could do it last second, but it's just super expensive for them. I mean, they're basically going to be doing what the Bengals are doing. I mean, at least they have a defensive player that they're re-signing, but they can't even draft well. I mean, obviously they drafted Dak. He's good. They drafted CeeDee Lamb. He's good. He's elite. Drafted Micah Parsons, who's elite. They drafted good players. I think they drafted Tony Pollard. I could be wrong, but they don't have a coach I trust. Dak, I still believe in him. I'm a Dak guy. I'm a Dak believer, but last year was hard to defend. Definitely. Until he got hurt. Once he got hurt, I was like, oh, he's hurt. That's why he has bad stats. But, I mean, it's hard to defend Dak. I'm still trying, Dak, okay? But you gotta do something. Jeez. For cripe's sake, bro. Okay, number 19, I got the Drake May New England Patriots. I'm excited for the Patriots. I really am. If they draft Tetairoa McMillan, I am gonna say that they're going to the playoffs. They're gonna win 10 games. If they draft Tetairoa McMillan. Or if they draft Ashton Genty, same thing. But, they got Stephon Diggs, one of my favorite receivers of all time. He's the first receiver I really watched. Besides Adam Thielen, of course. I didn't really watch football growing up. I really started fully watching it in 2023. But 2022, I paid attention a little bit. I think I watched the playoffs of the 2022 season. So I did see the Vikings lose terribly to the Giants. Terrible game. I was pissed off. But I did watch, I think the first, full game I watched was Dallas Cowboys versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2022 wildcard game. And that's when I started watching Dak. So that's why I believe in Dak, because I watched Dak. But we're talking about the Patriots right now. But the first game I really watched happened to be the 2017 Minneapolis Miracle. That game was the first and last game for a while that I actually watched. I remember my friend tweeted out Stephon Diggs his way to victory. I thought that was really funny. But yeah, that's the first player I put in my head and remembered. Then I heard that he got traded and we have Justin Jefferson. Obviously I didn't really pay attention to NFL. And when Stephon Diggs got traded, no one told me about it. So I didn't really say anything about it. I didn't care about the NFL at all. I was just into video games. This video is becoming really long. But yeah, they added a lot of players on defense. They got Mike Vrabel at head coach. Drake May is coming into his second year. He showed really good flashes, like that play against the Titans where he's dodging and weaving and he threw off his foot. That's a Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes type throw. I'm not trying to glaze or anything. He's the guy I wanted on the Vikings. He's the guy I wanted the Vikings to draft. And seeing that play, I was like, should have drafted him. But I believe in JJ McCarthy. We got to see how he plays in the NFL. But, it's hard to fail with how many players you have on the team. Sam Darnold can succeed on this team. So can JJ McCarthy. But people are going to keep hating, and that's on them. Number 18, I got the Chicago Bears. Okay, once they prove me wrong that they're a good team, I'm going to call them the Chicago Bears, okay? But yeah, the Bears are a trash organization who happen to be making really good plays right now. They got the top head coach candidate. Then they traded for one of the top, I believe, guards, Joe Thuney. Then they traded for another guard before that from the Rams. And then they signed 2 players from the Falcons. And, they lost Keenan Allen. They haven't re-signed him yet, but he's still a free agent. So if they want to go with him, they can. Just right now, the Bears are making some good moves. If they do end up getting Ashton Genty, they're going to win playoff games. I don't know if they're going to win a playoff game, but they'll definitely make the playoffs. They'll be my pick to make the playoffs if they do draft him. They'll definitely be up, too. They'll be higher if they draft Ashton Genty. Number 17, I got the Cincinnati Bengals. They would be higher if they had a defense. But right now, they have an elite offense with a bottom league defense. They can score 40 points a game, but so can all the other teams with decent offenses. So they can beat the bad teams. The teams with a bad defense and a bad offense. They can beat them. Guaranteed. They just got to hope that they can play all those teams all at once. But then once you get to teams like Pittsburgh or Ravens, Pittsburgh they'll probably sweep because their offense is bad. But Pittsburgh does have a really good defense, so it's going to be hard. Even the Browns might be challenging because of their defense. Then the Ravens, the Eagles, the Chiefs, maybe even the Chargers or the Vikings are going to be really difficult teams because of how good their defense is. But yeah, we got to see how all these teams do. I'm excited for the season. Speaking of Pittsburgh, number 16, I have the Steelers. I put them in the top half. They're probably going to win 9 games again, but right now they have Mason Rudolph. I do think eventually Aaron Rodgers will sign. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is good. As much as I hate him, he's not a good player anyway. Regardless, it's not me being biased. Yes, I'm being somewhat biased, but at the same time, I'm 100% correct. Aaron Rodgers is bad. Just simple as that. They're better off with Mason Rudolph, because at least their morale will be up. Plus all the drama and stuff. Make him retire. Make Rodgers retire. Number 15, I got the Arizona Cardinals. They made some really good moves, like bringing in Josh Sweat and bringing in Calais Campbell. I'm excited for those 2 moves. I think those are pretty decent moves. Now, we got to see what they draft on defense. If they get Kenneth Grant or a corner, they could be set. This really depends. You got to think about it like this. Kyler Murray is 100% healthy. He did not get hurt last season. He is fully healthy. He wants it. If you watch his newest video, yes, he has a YouTube channel. If you watch his newest video, by the end of the video, he said he wants it. He said it's all God's timing, but he wants it, which makes me excited because he wants this. Number 14, I got their division rival, the Seattle Seahawks. Now, it could be me, being a Vikings fan, watching Sam Darnold the entire season, but I think they made really good moves. Bring in Sam Darnold, bring in Cooper Kupp, bring in DeMarcus Lawrence. I think they made some really good moves, and if they draft O-line this entire draft, they're good. If they get that tackle from Arizona, Jonah, something like that, I don't know his name, I don't I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And they draft like Gray Zabel. They're set on O-line. So, I mean, they should probably draft. They have 2 second-round picks, so I think they'll be good. Number 13, I got my Minnesota Vikings. And if we knew J.J. McCarthy is a good quarterback, I'd put us in the top 5, maybe even top 3. But because I don't really know how J.J. McCarthy's going to do, and our safety room right now is not that good. I mean, obviously Harrison Smith's here, but we have Theo Jackson, Josh Metellus. I like Josh Metellus, but he's not a safety. I'm excited. Obviously, I think we could win 10 games or more and be a playoff team. Do I think we'll win a playoff game? That really depends on if we have a home game or not. But yeah, I don't see us winning the division this year. I think the Lions will take it again. But the Lions will definitely have a step down from last year. Number 12, I got the Commanders. The Commanders are hard. Last year, I called them one of the worst teams in the league. And I was completely wrong. And then I counted them out on the playoffs. And I was completely wrong. And I counted them out in the division round. I was wrong. And I'm happy I was wrong about that. And I don't know. It's just they lost Jeremy Chin. They lost their other receiver, De'Ami Brown. I don't think Deebo Samuel's good. It really depends on their drafts, but I mean, obviously with Jaden Daniels there, and now he's pumped out with his friend. Obviously his friend passed away. His good friend passed away. Rest in peace. Like I said earlier with the Giants, it's difficult to put him in a good team. Obviously they got Terry. They got Deebo now, who's not going to do much, but it really depends on who they draft. If they draft Travion Henderson, they're a good team. And it really depends on how they get their defense up too. I think they got to prioritize their defense. They did lose Jonathan Allen to the Vikings, but I got them at 12. Number 11, I got the 49ers. Now, I know they lost so many players. You know, they lost Travarius Ward. They lost Javon Holland. They lost Javon Hargrave. They lost Deebo Samuel. But, I mean, that's an addition. Addition by subtraction. They still have to sign Brock Purdy to a contract, but they lost their backup guard. They're in a weird spot, but I don't think they're a bad team at all. I think they'll still be a really good team. They do have the most draft picks out of the entire league. I think they have 12 or 11. So, I mean, they're good on draft picks. We just got to hope that they hit on every single one. And if they do, well, they're a top 5 team, maybe even a top 3. Next up, I got the Los Angeles Rams at number 10. I think Devontae Adams and Cooper Kupp are the same receiver right now, and Devontae Adams is cheaper. So I think they did a good thing. I mean, if they really want to win, they got to get, like, they're not in rebuild mode. They're in contention mode. So they're trying to win a Super Bowl before Stafford retires, before Devontae Adams retires. That's why Devontae Adams signed there. He wants to retire with a ring. And I mean, I get it. Makes sense. But, I mean, they didn't really lose anyone besides that one guard that I think they traded to the Chicago Bears. Number 9, I got the Houston Texans. Now, obviously, Tank Dell is sadly going to miss, like, most of the season due to his surgery. That's a big bummer. But they still got Nico Collins, Dalton, they got that tight end, I forget his name. I don't think he's that good, but whatever. John Mechie is a good wide receiver 3. Maybe they can get Keenan Allen or something. Joe Mixon's really good. And then obviously they just got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Besides their O-line, I think their team is really good. I think if Tank Dell does end up playing, then they're set to make a playoff push. More than just a playoff win this time. But they'll probably be a playoff team, win the division, win 10 games. Maybe win a playoff game like last year and the year before. But I think year 4 will be the breakout year of the entire team. And they'll win 12 games, win up to the AFC Championship game. I don't know. I'm excited for the Texans. Number 8, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, mainly because of a top 7 quarterback, Baker Mayfield, and a top 10 running back, Bucky Irving. Top 10 wide receiver of all time, Mike Evans. And a really good wide receiver too, Chris Godwin. I think they're really good, though. I think they're really good offensively. Defensively, they're really good. I think they'll definitely win 10 games or more. I mean, I think they can win 12, but I think they can make a playoff push instead of just losing in the wild card or winning one game and then losing again. I fully think the Buccaneers are going to be a great team this year. But same thing with number 7, the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, it depends on what they do in the draft in the first round and second round. They did get Najee Harris, but I think J.K. Dobbins is a little bit better than Najee Harris. But, I mean, Najee Harris is really cheap. So, I thought J.K. was a really good running back, and I don't know why they gave up on him. I thought he was still on contract, too. I thought he had a 2-year contract or whatever. But next, they got their division rival, the Denver Broncos. Now, I have the Denver Broncos winning their division. I think the Chiefs are going to win 10 games, the Chargers are going to win 11, and the Broncos are going to win 12. Like, their division is becoming really good. Like, I think their division is going to win 7+ games each. But I think Bo Nix is going to have a breakout year. Marion Hampton's going to be their running back. Evan Ingram's going to have a good year. Cortland Sutton's going to have a good year. Mims is going to break out again. And they got really good players on their defense with Dre Greenlaw, Travarius Ward, Dre Greenlaw, Talana Hufanga, Cam Bynum, my boy Cam Bynum. I just got his jersey, by the way. It's small. It doesn't fit me that well, but I have it. That's all I want to say. And now in the top 5, at number 5, I got the Detroit Kittens. Hate me if you want, but I don't care. They're the Detroit Kittens. Until they can get to the Super Bowl, which they'll never do. Now, realistically, I hope for their sake, they can, but also their fans need to be a little bit humbled. So I think this could be their last year to win the Super Bowl. I think Jared Goff he's a top 10 quarterback still, but I don't think it's going to be that long. I don't think it's going to last that long, and I think they're going to definitely take a step down. They lost their offensive coordinator, they lost their defensive coordinator, the two key pieces in the coaching staff of why they had a good team. Next, I got the Kansas City Chiefs at 4. I think team-wise, they are better than the Broncos and Chargers, but I think overall, based on how it's going to finish the season, the Broncos will be a top 3, Chargers will be top 5, Chiefs will be a top 10, but we'll have to see. They lost Joe Thuney. They did sign Jonah Jackson, I believe. Their O-line's definitely going to take a step down, and their O-line was bad last year. Travis Kelce's final year, I guess they're going to try to win the Super Bowl this year for Travis Kelce, but I don't know. It's really up to them. Number 3, I got the Buffalo Bills. I mean, Josh Allen, still their quarterback. Regardless of what they do on offense, they don't even need James Cook, and they're still going to be a top 5 team at the end of the season. But, I mean, can Josh Allen really push it over and make it to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl? I think if he wins the Super Bowl, he'll be the best quarterback in the league by far. Because, first off, he has an MVP, and now he has a Super Bowl. Like, we just got to hope he does it. I mean, Jalen Hurts has a ring now, so we got to hope that Josh Allen can. I like Josh Allen a lot. Do I think he deserved the MVP this year? No. Did he deserve it last year? Yes. Did he get it last year? No. Lamar Jackson did, and Lamar Jackson deserved it this year. So, next up, I got the Baltimore Ravens at 2. I think it's just, they didn't get better, they didn't get worse. Simple as that. They didn't get better, they didn't get worse. Now, it depends on how they do the draft, and if they do good on the draft, I think they have like 10 or 11 draft picks this year. Like, they could go to the Super Bowl this year. I think they could. I love Lamar Jackson. Zay Flowers is a really good quarterback. Zay Flowers is a really good receiver. Isaiah Likely is a really good tight end. Nelson Aguilar is not bad. He's not even on the team. Rashad Bateman, I like him. DeAndre Hopkins, he's good. Derrick Henry's good. 2 ex-Tennessee Titans, by the way. And yeah. And obviously, number 1, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. They did get worse, in my opinion, but I do think since they won the Super Bowl, it only makes sense that they're number 1. I could see them winning 14 games next year again, winning the 1 seed and going back to the Super Bowl. Now, will they win back-to-back? Possibly. I could see it happening. But I think it could be the Baltimore Ravens, the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, those are the 2 teams I see going to the Super Bowl again. I don't see the Chiefs doing it again, but I can never count them out. Until the refs are off of them, I can never count that out. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit longer than it should be, so I'll see you all later.